You know, I often look wistfully at some of the bikes the rest of the world gets that we can't buy here in Canada, and hope that I get a chance to someday ride them. This is the case with the United States, like with the Honda XR650L, which can still be purchased stateside but which has been discontinued in Canada for some time. And until a couple of years ago, our American neighbors were able to buy the Trail 125 while we watched enviously across the border. Thankfully, we have it now as well. However, it looks like American riders may be in that position in 2025, as Honda Canada just announced that 3 models available in Europe, the NT1100, Hornet CB750, and Hornet CB1000 SP will be sold in Canada. As of now, Honda USA does not appear to have plans to import the bikes, whether because the company fears possible upcoming tariffs or feels it can't meet the demand. So for once, we Canadians get something cool first in North America, and I sincerely hope that these models will be available this summer for me to test. I've been wanting to get on these 3 bikes for a while. So for more details, stay tuned. And if you're enjoying the content, please consider helping the channel out by subscribing, liking the video, and sharing it with friends. The one that I'm most excited about, being an old man and all, is the NT1100 Sports Tourer with an adventure bike seating position. Is this just an Africa Twin Adventure Sports with 17-inch wheels? It has the same engine with the same 101 horsepower and 77 pound-feet of torque, but there are differences in suspension, frame, and overall design. Travel is 5.9 inches at both ends, seat height is an accessible 32.3 inches, weight is 525 pounds for the standard and 547 pounds for the DCT automatic, and fuel capacity is 20.4 liters or about 5 gallons. This is the bike that competes most closely with the Yamaha Tracer 9 and is basically aimed at the rider who gets an Africa Twin Adventure Sports and never takes it off-road. It is meant to be a little better than the Adventure Sports on pavement, with shorter suspension that smooths out bumpy tarmac without needing to be off-road ready, a low seat height, and a slightly lighter weight and sharper handling thanks to the 17-inch wheels. Commenters on my channel have been hoping for the arrival of this motorcycle on North American shores, and Canadians at least got their wish. The bike is going to the States as well, but only as a police model, so if you're fortunate enough to be a motorcycle cop, you may be one of the few who gets to ride one. In Canada, it will cost $18,766 for the standard and $1,000 more for the DCT, but that includes all dealer fees, so in theory at least, this should be the dealer's price before taxes. That equates to about $13,250 at current exchange rates. The NT1100 undercuts the price of the Africa Twin Adventure Sports by over 3,700 Canadian dollars, but is almost $3,000 more than a Tracer 9, though Yamaha doesn't include freight and dealer fees in their prices. Either way, this is the Honda I'm most excited about this year. The CB750 Hornet is another compelling bike hitting our shores, and this motorcycle is clearly aimed at the Yamaha MT07, the long-standing segment leader. Check out my review of it in the top right corner. In Canada, the Hornet name will be dropped and the bike will simply be known as the CB750, which brings back memories of the original CB750, a bike that killed the British motorcycle industry in the 70s. I've experienced this engine in the Transalp, and it's going to be even more impressive in the 423-pound CB. The official figures on this motor are 90 horsepower and 55 pound-feet of torque, but the American Transalp is reputedly restricted from fully revving out due to noise regulations, which caps it at 83 horses, and the Canadian one I tested seemed to be the same. Check out my review of the Transalp in the top right corner. I hope that we get the full 90 in the CB750, but even if we don't, this quick revving and barky parallel twin is a joy to ride. The price on this one is $11,616 Canadian dollars, including freight and dealer fees. The final bike coming to Canada should be on your shortlist if you value speed, because the CB1000 SP, known as the Hornet 1000 in other markets, is a serious beast. This bike has the 999cc Fireblade motor, comes at you with 155 horsepower, 79 pound-feet of torque, weighs 465 pounds wet, and comes with a full suite of electronics. The SP version headed for Canada has upgraded suspension with an Öhlins shock and radial 4-piston Brembos. And best of all, it runs an inline-4 motor, the classic engine of choice for the universal Japanese motorcycle, and one with serious character. This power plant is tuned for mid-range torque on the street, but should still make an excellent track bike. Forget Honda's previous attempts at the CB1000, this one means business. It's expensive at 19,116 Canadian, but should be like a Kawasaki Z900 on steroids. Can't wait. So I'll be heading to the bike show this year to get a first look at these, and I'm hoping that Honda Canada makes them available to journalists soon. It's promising to be an exciting summer. Which bikes are you excited about for 2025? And if you're south of the border, do you hope that Honda USA will bring them in at the 11th hour? Hey, if Trump annexes Canada, maybe you'll get them. Or maybe we'll lose them. NT1100 or the Second Amendment? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Ride safe, check out these other videos that may be of interest to you, and may the spokes be with you.